Okay. Um, Lola from Downs, Illinois. Okay. Mrs. Warren from Angola. Shane Ikeja. Okay. Botswana. Prince Young from Cameroon. Yaoundé. How are you? How is Yaoundé today? How is President Biya? I hope he's not contesting again. Okay. Tinashe from Zimbabwe. Fekemi from Abuja. Okay, good. It's so good to see that Africa is represented, and I'm super excited that I'm able to do this mentoring session every month. I mean, it's something that I committed to, and I'm glad I've been able to do it monthly. If we strengthen family practitioners across the continent of Africa, I believe that the future becomes brighter for our continent, and that's what we need to do for one another. Okay, so today, I told you last month. Yeah, we didn't do last month. Okay, so we postponed last month to I think first week of this month, and then I told you I was on a challenge to do to shoot a video. Okay, go about from Botswana. How's Botswana? I want to come to Botswana, by the way. I want to find time to come to Botswana. I have been watching a lot of videos on Botswana. So I hope. Where's my admin? Are you recording or you are sleeping? Shemelis from Ethiopia. Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. That's on my bucket list as well. I've heard so much about the airport in Addis Ababa. Shemelis, is there anything called the Ethiopian Bible? I've been seeing a lot of it online. Please, can you confirm? Okay, so that maybe I need to book my flight and come and see it in Ethiopia. Lina from Lusaka, Dominic from Zimbabwe. Okay, I'm loving all of you, my African brothers and sisters. Um, super excited to have you guys here. Thank you very much. Okay, Victoria from Redemption City, Nika from Calgary. Okay, Nika, how you doing? Okay, so I was saying that the last time we met, I told you guys I was going to give myself a challenge to shoot a video on family strategy and teach every day all through this month. Lizzie from Kenya, Naomi from Malawi, thank you very much for joining. I have to tell you that today is 28. I have done 26 videos this month alone. And not 26 videos of 2 minutes, averagely 20 minutes. And I've pushed it out every night, 9 p.m. my time. And I've done a replay for Africans every day as well on Instagram, on YouTube, on LinkedIn. Then I've added Twitch, right? So if you are not following me on YouTube, go and follow Praise Forward Live. You will see all the videos there. Very lovely. I treated all kinds of topics that should help you, right? And I actually show you that when you make up your mind to do something, you will do it. You will get it done. So there is no excuse. See, if we are not putting our voices out there to address errors, then we have no right to complain that our children are following evil. Today, as it stands today, the loudest voice on relationship matters in Nigeria has not even taken any certification, does not even do family life. It's just a random guy who is on TikTok who just gives all kinds of life advice, but then delve into relationship once in a while. His name is Gege, all right? I'm sure you have heard about him. The guy is an internet sensation. The girls are fighting their boyfriend, the boyfriend are fighting their whatever. I have listened to him. I think he does very well with when he teaches on finances, and when he gets into relationship, he takes an extreme that is a bit dangerous, right? That is not balanced. However, nobody's gonna listen to you if you're saying that. The fact is the boy is consistent, the boy shows up regularly, and the boy does what he needs to do. And now it streams, I over the last few weeks, I have tried to understand TikTok. By the way, let me ask, how many of you are very active on TikTok? Can I see an eye? If you are not active on TikTok, can you type no? If you're active on TikTok, can you type I don't mean you have a TikTok account and you don't do anything. Okay. You are active, you are not active. Okay. No, 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 no. Hey, hey. You see the problem? Okay. No, no. Ah. Okay, so if you are not active on TikTok, majority of us are not active on TikTok. How do we reach the next generation? You are on Facebook, the next generation are not on Facebook. Our generation is on Facebook, right? You are on Instagram. A little of the next generation is on Instagram, but they're not so much there. They're not so many. You're on LinkedIn. Next generation are not on LinkedIn. Next generation are on TikTok, Twitch, Snapchat. And I can bet that majority of us don't even have a Snapchat account. But let's leave Snapchat. Let's get on TikTok. TikTok is a different world. Different world. Please listen to me. After tonight's session, all of you are going to make a commitment at the end of the session that you will go on TikTok. And I'll tell you why. So I have a mentee. Yeah, it's stressful, but I'll tell you why you need to go. I have a mentee. He's on the call tonight, right? I know that he does a lot on TikTok and he makes money on TikTok. So I reached out to him because I wanted to understand why I should be on TikTok. So he gave me some tips. So excitedly, I went on TikTok and I started a recording session. I just thought it was like Instagram where you do Instagram live. Now, I was teaching. I didn't even care whether anybody was on the call. That was how one young man said, started disturbing my session. He said, sir, more people are not joining because you don't have people tapping for you. You don't have an admin. He said, let me be your admin. I said, what do I need to do? You know, it was distracting. I just wanted to think straight. I don't know that it's conversational, so I'm laughing right now. So the young boy followed this conversation, became my admin. And when it became there's a way you do it, it becomes your admin. And then he started inviting his friends. He said, begin to tap, tap, tap. They started tapping. I didn't know what tapping meant. I didn't understand it. Then they were tapping. They said, in this place, you need to build a community. You need to have family members. They need to give you this. They need to give you that. It's just that, I felt vulnerable. I felt old. I felt like a newborn baby trying to learn English alphabet. All right? But I was there. After they started tapping, they started ranking themselves. I saw their rank. So the young man says, if I want more people to be tapping, because I was not interested in tapping, I just wanted to teach. That's what I do. I don't want to be, I'm not on TikTok to make money. I want to teach. I want to reach out. The boy started saying, oh, sir, if you give us some money, you need to do giveaway. And I felt, okay, giveaway. I didn't even know. I was like, these ones are hungry. That's what I can see. So a boy sent his account number. I sent him 10,000 naira. The boy wanted to die. I was like, how much is 10K? Right? He wanted to die. He called everybody. Tap, tap, tap. They started tapping. So all the people tapping, the boy now said, I need to settle those ones too, So I sent him another 10K to share with them. They were very excited. I just managed to get off the call after a while, frustrated. So I went back to my teacher. I went to meet him. I said, see, I don't understand this, See my experience. He now said, okay, that we should go live. So we went live, and then he began to put me through. TikTok is a world, is a continent. What young people are doing on TikTok is just insane. It's insane. And the money they are making, that's why it looks like they're not listening to you. There are people, thank God for my mentor. I have taught them that the highest level of mentoring is when your mentee becomes your mentor. Africans, we need to understand that we don't know it all. And so you need to humble yourself to learn. So it now took me, I now saw, it showed me what they're doing is relationship court. They bring cases. I was asking him, are they lawyers? He said they are not lawyers, but that's their own content. He was telling me that some people stream 24 hours. Some stream 12 hours. And I've tried to watch some of these streams. I've tried to watch Kataefe. I've tried to watch what's the name of that boy now? Pella. I can't make sense. I can't even understand how human beings sit to watch that content. But then it dawned on me that every generation has their language. Our own language is because our own language is got to make sense. But what they are teaching, what they are saying does not make sense. But that they have people glued on them, following them means that there's some value there. It may not make sense to us. Because some of these boys do like 30 million. They do some crazy money. I heard that people do $1,000 every day on TikTok streaming. There are people who do $3,000, right? I couldn't understand. I can't see the value, but hey, they said the algorithm of TikTok is better. The better algorithm is TikTok and Twitch, right? So I'm learning new lingos. They are showing me, you need to send a hat, you need to send this one, you need to send that one, you need to go from level to. It's just a different world. The challenge is if we don't show up there, and I must say that you may not be able to show up by yourself alone. We will need to collaborate, right? We will need to collaborate. If we need to do turns and streams across 12 hours and take turns like a full radio station where somebody comes at different, we will need to do it. We need to show up there. We need to set up relationship court where every trending issue, there's a judge, there is the defendant, there's the plaintiff, and then there's somebody. And all this, it's a world on its own. I have said all of this to say that, guys, it's one thing to know the truth. It's another thing to speak the language that communicates your truth to the audience that needs to hear you. One of the things I learned, being a person of faith, is that on the Pentecost, the Bible says that everyone spoke in tongues and the people had them in their own language. The people had them in their own language. It does not make sense for me to be speaking my local dialect on this call and you don't understand what I'm saying. So the dialect of the Gen Alpha is what those fellas are doing. And that's why it looks like nobody can talk to the boy and his girlfriend, right? Because they are normalizing what should be an anomaly simply because those boys are feeding their parents and their parents have no say over. I can imagine if that was my son, what he would have done with the platform he has. But the boy makes a fool of himself all the time. But hey, stardom is a magnifier of your strength and weakness. That's what they call content, right? So I've had to put out some articles during the week. If you have been following me, some of them trended, about Pella eating his wife, his girlfriend, and then some other boy who was doing content, stood on a rock in India, and the waves of the sea swept him away, and he died, right? He died while live streaming himself. He didn't know he was going to die, but he died. That these young people take risky sessions. So today, on our mentoring program, I am not going to do so much. I will come back maybe after about 45 minutes thereabout of teaching, and then I would wrap up. But we will all take action and we'll all make a commitment. Okay, so we're 78 already. Is Signature in the building? Signature, where are you? Can you help me spotlight? Okay, I can see him. Admin, I am Signature. Can you help me spotlight him? Okay, good. Is in his studio. So this is my son actually,
Yes,
because
boss.
he creates a lot of
TD.
trouble. He creates a lot of trouble on Facebook because he's an obedient. Me that I'm his father, I'm in APC. So every time he goes to fight APC and Tinubu and the rest of the people, and he's posting about it, they come to report him to me, right? And me, I'm okay with what he's doing. The ones that I think he has gone to the extreme, I'll call him to order and say, pull this one down, right? I'm okay. In our family, everybody is everybody, right? And I love him so much. So I had to beg him yesterday to say, hey, come and teach us the dynamics of TikTok on this call. We are the older generation. Come and show us what are the basic things we need to know. How do we go about it? Why should we be there? And what are the practical steps we can take tonight to begin to at least gather ourselves, arrange ourselves, organize ourselves to be on TikTok. So please, Mentoring group. I want you to go to the chat group and make welcome Ola Ima Opara. We call him signature, so it's okay to call him signature. Okay, over to you there.
You so much, sir. Thank you very much. It's exciting to be on the call, everyone. Good evening. It's a huge, huge, huge honor. I do not take any of this for granted. It's my red background or ambience okay, or you guys want me to put up?
No, no, no. It's okay. I think it's okay. Yeah. Okay. This is clear.
Okay, yeah, so I mean, I just want to say well done to everyone. First, thank you so much, Praise for Didi, like I always call you. You're one man who shows us what's possible. And I am ever, ever grateful to you, your mentorship, and all that you represent, not just to me, to the entire African continent. I believe in Black excellence, and you do that so well with what you do with family life and family engineering. I mean, it's very important that as family life professionals, that we stay very much up to date, right? In other words, if you're not living on the edge, then you're occupying too much space. That's my Tammy. Hi, Tammy. How you doing? It's exciting to see you. Myself and Tammy I think, we're classmates at basic leadership at Daystar Leadership Academy. It's exciting to have you. So yes, so we need to be on the edge. If you're not living on the edge, then you're occupying too much space. And family life is everything. I mean, it's everything. So well done, everyone. It's exciting to be here. Thank you so much, Didi, and everyone who's listening to me. I didn't think I think this is the first time. I mean, I shared platform with my daddy many of the times, but usually on my own platform where he comes to share his grace with me. But this is the first time officially I'm having the chance to do this with him on his own platform, and I do not take it for granted. I am ever honored, but I never thought it was going to be about TikTok. I mean, I never thought it was going to be about TikTok, and I do not think many people know the things that I do, except for what I just do on social media. But I'm pretty dogged around a lot of things, so I just give a bit of what I do. My name officially is Emmanuel Opera. I mean, you call me Olaima Opera. In other words, it means that God's wealth is with us. But I'm popularly called Signature, and it's so fantastic you call me Signature. I mean, I'm called Signature because I believe in signing lives. And I founded Signature in 2010, and the course is to do three things. So there is survival, there is success, and then there is significance. So signature is about building people into significance, living significantly. In other words, it is about solving problem other than being part of the problems to be solved. It's about living for others. Success speaks about living well. Survival speaks about just existing and living. So no matter how much you want to survive, you will struggle. If you choose to want to succeed, you will survive. If you choose significance, you eventually succeed. I mean, that's the core, right? So I am a social entrepreneur and business curator and put it together growth strategist. I've been in the training industry, thought leadership industry, trained for banks a few times, corporates and all of it. I'm also very big in entertainment. So when there was something that changed my game in my entrepreneurship journey, and it changed my game a whole lot. I used to do Lagos clubs, any club around, Nigeria, 7 days a week. I would manage talent. But something happened, yeah, when I would be in clubs and I realized that there are some drinks artists or Nigerian celebrities will never be able to pop in the club. And the guys who always pop in there were the business guys. They're not business guys, there is one Nigerian footballer. So that taught me a great lesson about how we must intentionally build institutional brands and not just necessarily personal brands. And that's why Principal West stand tall for me, right? Because the days of, oh, I love him has to go, and then we start to do institutional branding. Right. And when I've seen things about family life engineering and many other things that Praise Forward continues to do, you just know that he's a man who is ahead of his time and is concerned about making sure that he makes that huge impact. So I tell this to say that I run a multi-portfolio social enterprise and we have our hands in a lot of sector. So how did I found TikTok? I found TikTok. Um, I mean, my experience with digital and social media is like that typical Nigerian experience of being a phone repairer, but you don't have a phone. Right. Yeah. So I also run a digital agency, where we set up social media platform, manage social media things for people. I run a writing agency as well that is called All Right Solutions. So, those are the things that we do. But my own social media, I really wasn't paying attention. But once you pay us, we'll do stuffs for you. Right. So I got into this business partnership. I gave about 40% of my business, EcoSource Secularity. I gave it away. And of course, it was a corporate governance structure and all of that. And it was institutional funding that we received, about 500 million naira. But it's at 9.9% of that business relationship, something happened and then the business wasn't there any longer. So I called my team and I say, hey guys, I have bootstrapped all my life. So because you want to give me 500 million, it's going to box me away from my reality. So we decided we're going to float something called Sigi Ideas Limited. So Sigi Ideas Limited became a scale from what Signature Media was about. So Sigi Idea was going to be about create podcasts, do all kinds of things, content media and all of it. So I started doing my research. I know Praise for was doing YouTube very well. I saw a lot of people doing YouTube very well. All kinds of things. But there was something about TikTok that stood out for us. Not just TikTok, Bigo, and a lot of other platforms. There was something about it that stood out. And what stood out with TikTok was that the algorithm was brilliant. So I'd like every one of you to take a dive into something. If you're just listening to me, go to your URL, Chrome or whatever browser that you use, put the word TickLeap, put the word TickLeap, tickleap.com. Oh, what happened? Sorry, I'm in Nigeria and it is band A. We'll get it fixed in a bit. So I have it in the chat. Is anybody there yet? Tickleap.com. Is anybody there yet? Is anybody there yet? Tickleap.com. Please confirm in the chat if we're there. Okay, great. So is anybody, what's the first thing you can see? What's the first thing you can see? So if you're on Tickleap, you're going to see Nigeria 5 days. And by a country, you're going to see 138,000. Can anybody correspond with what I can see? Then you're going to see last day, in other words, currently today, as time is running. You're going to see Nigeria, and then you will see top 5 Nigeria, $3,764. Can anybody confirm? If you can confirm, put the figures just to resonate with what I am teaching and what you can see, right? And so you're going to see global. Global says last 2 hours. In the last 2 hours, top 1 to 5, you're going to see. So that's the amount people are currently earning on TikTok, and they are currently live streaming now, right? So they're currently live streaming now. So when we said we wanted to do Sigi Ideas Limited, it was podcast, I said to myself, so I'll do a podcast, put on YouTube, and then recorded and all of it. At the end of the day, you get popularity, but you're really not making money, and the algorithm wasn't fantastic. But for TikTok, it was about making money real time. And beyond just making money real time, there was something. There's no friend around the world that I don't have today, no location that I don't have friends. Why? Because of TikTok. Because TikTok makes the world very small. Trust me, it makes the world very, very, very small. So you can have people all over the world. So I wanted a platform where if I put up my content, I could make money every time. And that was TikTok for me. So TikTok live stream allows you make money. So there's a lot of monetization tools. And guess what? The flexibility is also very fantastic. I'm an entertainer. I like to do a lot of other things. So when I showed up on TikTok, I joined a relationship section. And then while people were sharing relationship, that point where when relationship conversations is going on, what you hear from people is as Africans. And I've always have a word view about how I discuss these things. So I will lead those conversations and they feel like, wow, this guy is saying something fantastic and everything. But it got to a point, like usual, people will rebel against what they don't understand or what is deeper than them. So I saw that kind of hate. I left immediately. It didn't cost so much to go live. As at that time, I already have my 1,000 following. So you need to have 1,000 following to open your camera. But I think now the policy is a bit lighter. So you can have even less than 1,000 and then go live. So I showed up on my live the first time. Right. It looks like a ghost town, but hey, TikTok has also made it very easy for you. You can go live and just be playing match with people. And if you have powerful content, as we're on here, we're about 94 people. And I'm asking myself, what are we doing on Zoom? Yes, I mean, I've done a lot of training, corporate trainings, all kinds, whether it's leadership training or entrepreneurship training. What are we doing on Zoom? I could take this number and go on TikTok. And guess what? You're going to be on the FYP immediately. Why? Because we have the numbers. You know why? You already have your community. All you need to do is bring the community to what you call a social commerce platform. So, yeah, we have moved, of course, from social media to content media, and then you now have social commerce. So, social commerce is basically about everything has to be commerce. You know what I mean? Everything. Your click is money. Your click is timing. Tap, tap, tap is timing. Everything. So as we speak currently, I mean, I just show you what Nigerians are earning. As we speak currently, I have friends who are TikTok streamers. They don't have debt, nothing, and they make more than 5,000, 10,000 naira daily. Sorry, 5,000, $10,000 daily. Nigerians, right? I mean, speaking with you, I have earned $1,000 on a single live stream before. I have also, hopefully by Sunday, I'm going to be earning maybe more than $1,000 again, But I was on a live stream earlier, before I had to jump into this room so that we can have this conversation. And guess what? My numbers were already doing well as well. So it is social commerce. And what makes social commerce beautiful is that connection is now currency. All right, put it in the comment section, put it in the chat. Connection is now currency. It is huge money. And let me tell you what makes it very fantastic. Nigerians are not interested, young Nigerians are not interested about the things that you want to tell them any longer. And not everybody is doing Yahoo. I can tell you that for a fact. These young people are making huge money on this platform. These young people are making huge money on this platform, right? And the money is not just what drives me about the platform. What drives me about the platform is that when we all, I mean, the first thing I did was I hated myself for not jumping on TikTok much earlier. They told us it was a Gen Z platform, shake your bum bum, do all of that, and many of us stayed away. And it's the same thing that we get to see recycling audience because of the kind of platforms that we continue to use. So if we're going to be change makers, we must tread in platforms that are very uncomfortable, right? And so the uncomfortability of those platforms is so that we can bring new trends, new ideologies, new patterns. So I brought a new pattern on TikTok and everybody followed. So I moved on from just hosting a live to putting up my talent. I used to do hype. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Signature. I mean, think of any event in Lagos, Nigeria. I've always been an event producer. So I will use my voice, do backstage, do jingles and all of that. So I brought up those on TikTok. See, now I still charge between $150 to $400 to host birthday on TikTok. You ask me how? So if I try Facebook Live now and I play music, they give me all kinds of copyright issues. So I can play a full DJ mix, DJ myself, just so that you guys see this. So this is my digital mixer. This is one of my microphone. And then I will host birthdays. Guess what? The person with the celebrant is getting about roughly 1 million coin, 1 million diamonds. And 1 million diamonds is already shooting you at $5,000, right? And me, I'm just going to be there. The person already paid me $150 or $400, depending on how trafficable her platform is or his platform is. But while I'm still in that person's box, because I'm doing well, people will still send gifts across the boxes, and I receive those gifts. So when I'm done with that live stream, if I'm lucky, I get 50,000 gift, 50,000 coin. 50,000 coin is giving me more than $200 already, but this person already paid me. So that's the part of the finance of the money. But another part about how you can also use it to be of great support to life, families, and all of it. Just before I came here, we were trying to help, young people were on my platform. Some guy who had a girl impregnated, they had a child, but they were reluctant to get married, and everybody was having conversations and all of that. So you can go on there, have conversations. Matchmaking is a possibility as well. There are different niches. So I came on board and I started to teach people that, hey guys, there's no niche on this platform, neither is there community. And everybody was like, what's this guy saying? And I started to show them new things. So if you come with something fresh, you sound fresh, and you're very authentic, people will be willing to follow you, right? And like I said again, the algorithm is the best. Now, there are three things you must know about TikTok. There's something called the content feed, you have the live stream feed, and then you now have what you call the business feed. The business feed for many of you abroad, unfortunately, Nigeria does not have opportunities for a lot of these things, right? For those on the business feed, you can do TikTok shop. For those who are on the content feed, that's where you drop your videos and then you expect it to go viral. I've gone viral a number of times. For those on the live stream feed, that's where you make so much money with the monetization to call live gifting. Live gifting. For Nigeria, we do TikTok gets a lot of money from all of these things, but the platform is also very fantastic, so it's not a problem. Young people don't care. TikTok, take your 50%, give us the 50%, we're fine, right? So people buy coins, do all of these things. Billions are spent by gifters who just genuinely want to give people. So if you're a very fantastic talent, people just like to give to you. They just give to you and just say thank you. I just went off that live now, and already on that live, I was already doing $100, and that was just a 2 hours live. Yes, do you have to put in the work? Yes, but what I'm saying is that the amount of work that you have put in those other social media platforms, if you put a bit of it, a tiny bit of that work on TikTok, it will make all the difference financially, impact wise, and then popularity wise, personal brand influence wise, anything you want to think about, TikTok can make that happen for you. I just take a pause, and I do hope I've been able to stir something inside of you to know that TikTok is the newest way to get these Gen Zs, not just the Gen Zs as well, but also put your content out there and reach people. Right. Somebody was asking, oh, does it mean this exclusive teaching can happen on TikTok? Yes. Praiseful where will go viral. His videos is everywhere. He has over 100 people on Zoom. Why put them on Zoom? Bring them on TikTok. When they come on TikTok, you make it a subscriber only live. Everybody will subscribe. I have people in my community who have subscribed for 2 years. Every 15th of every month, TikTok will pay me money as my own earnings from all the subscribers or all the subscriptions that have been done on my platform. Every month, 15th. Right. So this is what these young people are doing. And not just young people. I mean, that's another thing. When I jump on TikTok, I saw old people, professors, doctors, everything. Everything. If you think you have depth, if you think you're smart, if you think you have exposure, there are people deeper than you, more exposed, more connected than you. Everybody is on TikTok. It's not just a Gen Z platform. And the platform is very intentional about doing that. Thank you so much. I
Okay,
hope it makes sense.
we have a lot of questions. I believe they have questions, but I'm going to
All right.
start. So practically, someone is listening to you right now, doesn't even
Yes,
understand
sir.
this thing. So I want to join TikTok today now, and I want to start putting my content out there. What are the steps I need to take? What are the, because me, if I look back at what happened to me on TikTok, I would say they just swindled me because I didn't know what was going on, right? And I'm sure
Yeah.
people are going to go there. Somebody's like, "Yeah, the way they told me, you need an admin, you need this person, tap, 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 tap."
So,
Can you explain
yeah.
some of these concepts
hmm
that you may not understand?
hmm So the thing is, what happened to you, right? You were just a cheerful giver. You wanted to give. If you had not wanted to give, if you had not wanted to give, nothing would happen. And then you realize that nothing really would happen. Let me say this about content. Is if you're here and you use CapCut for your content, put it in the comment section. If you're here, you use CapCut for your content, put it in the comment section. You know, if you use CapCut, somebody says sometimes, yes, I do. Okay, good. And CapCut tells you get a pro, and you're paying so much for pro, right? Okay, so the only reason why TikTok is the best content platform is that TikTok has a partnership with CapCut. Every one of you would like to do content and you have a big camera. You shoot and then you edit, and then you have the problem with following up with editors and all of those things. With TikTok, you can do your videos yourself, edit yourself right on the spot. Whether it is still photo, so there's a partnership between TikTok and CapCut. Once you make the video, you can edit nothing. You know, CapCut will usually tell you when it concerns caption. You need to do what's it called now? You need to do captioning, and then caption on has to be on CapCut Pro, right? But for TikTok, it is free. You can use any of those tools that is CapCut Pro on TikTok for free because of the partnership. All right, so that's the first thing. Then the second thing is drop your videos. It has the finest algorithm. Just recently, they just reduced the amount of hashtagging that you can do. But hashtag with the right thing. Those of you who are in marriage, hashtag relationship, hashtag family life, like that. Now, another thing with what TikTok does is that TikTok gives you an idea of what can possibly trend or what you can make a video on, you know. And one of those things is that TikTok has something called Curators Insights. If you go on TikTok, if you can try it now, go on TikTok, search, go to the search button, and then type Creators Insights. You see issues that are trending. And then you can click one of the issues that have the highest traffic and decide to do your own view, opinion, your own content around that. So you are likely possibly going to go viral. Now, once you are going viral, you will know. TikTok will even send you a message and say, hey, you're going viral now. This is the best time to go live. Once you go live at that time, people will join in, and you need to be able to put in the right thing. You know the principle of ADA, right? For simple communication, that you must grab attention, you must ignite interest, and you must make sure that you get them to do a decision. On decision making, you must get the people to send you at me. And somebody's asking, what is tap, tap, tap? Those guys didn't do anything for you. You were just being generous. Tap is a way, the app is too jealous. TikTok don't want you to go anywhere else. Right? So if you're on TikTok, you must be busy. It doesn't appreciate inactiveness. So why Praise Forward is the one teaching us everybody's tapping? You know why? The more taps you get, the more that live stream is able to go to the FYP. And you know what FYP is? For you page. Once you're on the For You page, more people will come into the live stream. That's what a tap does for you. Now, guess what? If you receive enough gifts, you go on the FYP very fast, and then you stay on the popular live as well. You go on the FYP very fast, and then you stay on the popular live. So once you're going viral, that's when you should go live. And then you have a lot of people joining. And then when they make their decision, they send you a hat me. A hat me means that they have shown interest to want to be a part of your community. You see it as fun. So hat me has to be dropped every day. It's a way of saying, I am attending class today, and this is my attendance. You know, I have marked presence. How true is this? That have marked presence in this class today. You know, that's what you do with the Hat Me, right? And then you can go ahead to gift and do all of that. So what am I saying? I have just said that bottleneck between when you made your video, wanting to know if you like the video or not, wanting to know if the light is perfect or not, TikTok has all of those effects to make it fantastic for you, right? It cuts that off. Oh, somebody shot the video and has to edit for you. No, you can do your editing yourself, right? And then timing and every other thing, you can do all of it yourself because there's a partnership between TikTok and CapCut. And once you're doing that, you will go viral. Your content will be very rich, and then it will look very fantastic. But there is also what you call the video gifting, in other words, the content gifting, and then there's the live stream gifting. But I want every one of us to experience live stream because that is where the real connection happens. I hope it makes sense.
Thank you very much. Someone is asking, how true is this? You must have an international account to enable you earn from TikTok if you are in Nigeria.
It's a big lie. I have a Nigerian account, right? You saw it here now. You saw it from T-Clip. Those are Nigerian accounts doing 3,000 something dollars, like that, right? So your local Nigerian account has a bit of limitation on like the international account. You guys know when Donald Trump came in and reversed the whole thing about TikTok being banned in the US. Right. So, but I mean, they lifted that ban because for Trump, he won that election. If there was any social media platform that made Trump win the election, it was TikTok. His son, the genius boy, he was huge on TikTok and they utilized TikTok a lot to make a lot of impression. So TikTok, you don't need any international account, but do you need an international account? Yes. I have a UK account as well. And I mean, I had the UK account because of this many talks that have been said. But I've never used the UK account ever, and I'm still earning and making my money. The only difference in any case is this: Nigerians are yet to be monetized. Of course, so you know me. Once I get into a system, I do the advocacy part, the aluta part. So I belong to a number of young people abroad and in town who are saying, don't worry, what's happening with your life? So I belong to a number of young people who are saying, no, you must monetize Nigeria, and we hope we're going to get there pretty soon. So the only difference between an international account and a Nigeria account is that all Nigeria accounts receive video gifts, all Nigeria accounts receive live stream gifts. The only difference is that, of course, you know what is called RMB per minute for all social media thing, the per click, the engagement per minute. So for Nigerians, they don't pay us yet. Even when your video let's say it goes viral, 1 billion views, what you get is too tiny, right? Compared to what America will get. In some cases, we don't even get anything. That's what they say when they tell you can't earn. But for you, I don't do a lot of content. I just go on live stream. That's where I do my content. Another beautiful thing with the live stream is that when you're done with the live stream, you get a replay. Everything you do on the live stream is already recorded. So you get a replay. So I stopped doing content. I go on my live stream, do the content, cut them in bits. TikTok will even automatically help you cut them in bits. I take the replay and then I post them. It becomes my content. So other than just doing things in many, you do them once and then you're good, right? So yes, so you don't need an international account to operate TikTok and make money. No, you do not. My account is still Nigeria. The UK account I've not even used it before, and I'm still earning with my Nigeria account, and everybody is still earning with their Nigeria account.
Okay, can you speak to the need for, I also understand that you need a community because I know that when you and I went live, you were telling people to my community to, how does that work? How does someone build, because they said that when, every time you go online, your community, they're able to join you. How does that part work?
So that's a bit of myopia. When I came into the platform too, everybody, I mean, I can't be that experienced from the other things that I was doing. And then I come on TikTok and you expect I'm just going to be that docile. So that's the thing they said to us. Oh, community. I asked them, what's your objective? If your objective is to make money, you may just not need a community. That you have 100 people on the viewer's eyes does not mean you are making money. Yes, it doesn't mean you're making money. There are people who are genuine gifters. In other words, they can gift. There are people who are not gifters, like the people who came to collect from you. So those kind of people will never help you earn, right? In fact, they're there so that they can get from you. So the first thing is that community is already automatic. When people send you at me, they become a part of your fan club. That's what you call community. Right? But how well you engage them is what will help you tell if you're prioritizing them between active, inactive, probable, possible. That's differentiation as community members, and then the people that you want to interact with. So when I started, I was just playing matches, and then I had people who felt once I click on a match, random match, I find somebody, I'm discussing with the person, and the person says, oh, what's up? I like your car. Oh, let me meet you. And then I started to sell myself. I'll teach, I'll talk. I was teaching business. People were coming, they were liking it. The moment they like it, they send me at me. When they send you at me, it means that they've shown interest to be a part of your community. How you now engage them further is pretty very much important. So, but do you need to have a community before you start? No, you need to go live and then a community will come out of your life. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. So two questions in one. On okay, so somebody say, what's matches? Oh, God help me.
Oh, matches
I,
is, for
I
instance,
also did
yeah.
that match when I went on. I didn't understand it, so maybe you need to explain it to me.
So I mean, has anybody done Facebook Live before? You have 50,000 followers, but you're on Facebook Live and you're just having 2 people, 3 people watching. In fact, they would even move so fast. They just check you and then move so fast. TikTok audience are very committed audience. They like to be with you. They like to be there. So what does match mean? Match is the basic leveler for every live streamer. It's the basic leveler. So I'm showing up now, not knowing what I want to do. So I started to teach people on the platform that you don't need to know what you want to do before you can go live. Just show up. So let's say Signature showed up now. TikTok has curated match playing for you as a way to connect with another person.
Um, Signature has frozen. Okay, so we're gonna wait for him to come back because I was on the call and then they asked me to if I would like to play a match. I mean, when it was taking me tries, I didn't quite understand what a match means. I mean, then you would see on when you are on live, you can say play a match. Then someone else joins you that you don't even know, you've never met before, and the guy joins you, and then maybe you guys are talking, or you guys are, okay. I think Signature is back. Yeah.
Yes,
So
so it's not called match playing. Sorry, guys. It's not called match playing. The right word is co-hosting.
okay,
So I can go live now, not knowing what I want to do. But hey, my father is live. Facebook, press forward, and then he accepts to co-host with me. And then I go on and I say, hey, everybody, that's my father, that's my father. Please, sir, can I meet with you? I have one question. And then I ask. For instance, I'll tell you guys what happened. My first ever live stream. You know who joined me? I clicked on the co-hosting, and then the guy I found was the fish pie guy. That was when the guy was trending. So quicker, because I'm a media guy, I quickly said, hey, fish pie, you're the big guy in town. So thing. Let me even ask you, the whole money they said they gave you, is it true? The guy shouted, it's not true. He shouted. You know, the beautiful thing with TikTok is there is no celebrity on TikTok. All your Nigerian celebrities come on TikTok and become ordinary people. All of them. All of them. Richard Dominic is there. Everybody's practically there. There's nobody I can think of. So the guy started talking and talking and talking. I took the content I posted on my YouTube when I was done. And then guess what? Because I engaged that guy so brilliantly, many of his followers, at that time he had like 900,000 followers. Many of his followers on that live stream felt this guy is so intelligent. So they followed me. So see, because I engaged him, I made more followers from him. I made money from his followers who find me very interesting. They came, sent me, had me, right? What did I do was co-hosting. But listen, why you are co-hosting? Why just be co-hosting when you can click match and the people listening to you can still be giving you 1 roses, 2 roses, 3 roses, right? So you can be co-hosting and be playing a match. If you decide not to play a match while you co-host, it's fine, but it is not intelligent, right? It is not wise. Why? Because gifts help your live stream go on the FYP, right? So what does it mean to play a match? How do we monetize our account? Your account is already monetized. There's a lot of monetization tools, right? Your account is already monetized. That's why I said it's different from every other platform. All you need before now, you just need to have 1,000 followers and then you're cool. So match playing is the leveler to being a streamer and receiving gifts. How do you monetize your account? Your account is already monetized. Everybody on this platform, your account is already monetized. The only problem is that you're not building your TikTok and then you don't have 1,000 followers yet. But now the policy has been lifted. So 1,000 allows you to be able to open your camera. If you decide that you're so shy and you can't do a camera presentation, TikTok allows you to put up a background, an ambience. They have their own music, cheers.
yes.
Once I'm hosting a live and somebody says something brilliant, I can clap for the person. Those animations are there. I can shout, oh my God. I can shout, woo. trumpet, triumph, praise forward. We tried all of that time. So your account's already monetized. Just go. The only thing is that there are monetization tools open to Nigerians. And then there are some monetization tools that are limited to Nigerians. Live gifting is open to Nigerians, right? So there is one called Work with Artists. It is also open to Nigerians once in a while, right? We don't have TikTok Shop. That's another monetization thing. We used to not have video gifting, but now it's very possible if you have 10,000 upward. So yeah, your account is already monetized. If you show up in my live stream tonight and I give you 200 coin, when you are done with that live stream, you'll be getting almost $1. So you don't even need to be on a live stream, host a live stream to be making money on TikTok. I have people in my community I make withdrawals for every other day, right? Because I do a lot of charity thing on my platform. So I have people who have never gone live before, but once they are in my box, I gift them freely. Every time you end the live stream, you earn. Every time you end the live stream, you earn. Only if you're gifted in the box that you're in. When I mean box, I mean a panel. So you can have a panel of 2, 4, 8, and 9. That's the highest, right?
Okay.
So everybody is already monetized. That's the reason why it is better than every other social media. If you travel out, will you be given, I didn't catch that so
You're
fast
given
before.
privilege of UK, US when you are there. That is, if you leave Nigeria.
Oh,
After
that's
set
not
your
a problem. You can change your location when you travel,
account.
and then you can decide to also have everybody on TikTok has a backup account because TikTok policies can be pretty funny, right? Everybody has a backup. I have one, two. I have a UK account as a backup, right? So if you are abroad, for instance, you can decide to open up another fresh account or use your old account. Your Nigeria account will still work in the US or anywhere. The only difference is that every time you're done, you earn in dollars. Let's say you're in the UK. So my UK account, every time I'm done with the live stream, I receive pounds. So if you are Nigerian, you need to be on TikTok because it helps you. I mean, that's another reason why I got there, right? It helps you get free FX in this time where Naira is a mess, permit that word, but that's what it is. I hope I answered that.
Yeah, so can you talk about this streaming thing? People streaming for 24 hours, streaming for 12 hours. Now I'm on TikTok, I'm seeing Brother Shaggy. It looks like everybody just wear funny costume, and then everybody just doing crazy things.
No,
Please.
no, no, no. You don't need to wear any funny costume. That's what they have always been before. So basically, the app is just an amplification of who you are already or what you do, right? So a praise forward will come in and not be like Pell and be praise forward. When Signature got on TikTok, I was Signature. Everybody knew, and then I created that kind of thing for myself and all of that. So, yeah. So, when it concerns the live streaming, when I started, I used to do like 20, 24 hours. During the course of the time, I launched my real estate company. So, I'm usually on the field and I hardly stream now. So, but what broke the ice for me was that one midnight, I couldn't sleep. And then I was on TikTok. And that was how I made a lot of international friends, Americans, this. Nigerians are no longer sleeping once they are on TikTok. Nobody sleeps. You're making so much money. So why would you want to sleep? So yes, you can stream 20 hours, you can stream 24 hours. You can have a community where you come once in a while, once in a week, you know. But if you're going to be a professional streamer, once in a week makes no sense. Come every day, right? Because the longer the time, the better you're streaming.
Okay.
The more every time you show up, your consistency, the better the streaming.
Can you run two niche on one account? For example, family and music. Then
Okay, so the thing is, when I showed up on TikTok, people were talking niche, niche, niche. And I mean, those who know me in my entrepreneurship journey will know I always discourage niching. When I'm teaching in a business school, I always discourage niching because I mean, you don't do that in the jungle. So it's okay if you want to niche because it will help you grow, fast. But after growth, what next? So I started to tell people there's no niche on the platform. In other words, become all encompassing. So, and I'm saying the same thing to anybody who is showing up now. Because you can show up on TikTok today and you think your niche is working. you know what? You are so fixated, you are so passionate about the niche, and that's a form of myopia. I mean, in marketing, there's something called marketing myopia. When you're creating things for creating sake, you're buying only what you love, not necessarily what the demand says, right? So everybody started realizing that my own platform was a variety platform. It was all encompassing. Today I could do relationship. The next day I'm doing something else, and all of those things. At the end of the day, what I'm doing is humanity, and everybody gets that. But it could come in different small packages, in activities, and all of it. Right. So I tell people on the platform there is no niche. The niche is you. Right. The first thing you must do is win likability. When people like you, anything you do with that likeness, they will follow you. If you
Yeah.
decide to turn your likeness into babalawo content, they will follow you. They like you, and that's what. And I've seen that work over time. I've taught a lot of people on the platform about that. But when you show up on TikTok, they tell you niche, 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 niche. Yes, you can do all of it. I do DJ thing. I do parties. I do relationship. The last time Praise Forward joined me, it was relationship conversation. I was teaching. Other times I teach business. Other times I could bring somebody and say, let's talk about immigration. Sometimes I want to have a mono streaming and not open my panel. Sometimes I just want to play match. At the end of the day, my people are not loyal to the niche, they are loyal to me.
Mm.
Right? Because it is not what you wear that makes you royal, it is the you in the clothes that makes the clothes royal. So it is not the niche that makes you, it is you who make the niche. Right? So there's no niche. Come here, create likability, be the person, be the niche, and then people will follow. I hope
Okay,
I
so
did answer that.
I will give you one more question. Um, can you break down the levels of money making that exist? Because you've mentioned sometimes that you're assuming that the people who are listening, you say coins now. What is a coin? How do we get a coin? You say somebody can give you at me. If I give you at me, does it mean you are making money? What are the ways and what does it mean? So if I want to gift you now, how do I gift you? Must I have money? I must have money in my account, or do I need to have bought some coins before I can gift you money? Or how exactly does this money making work? I mean, I think that would be my final answer
Okay,
to
so
you.
one of the first thing everybody needs to understand is that TikTok, like I say, it's social commerce. People are spending billions on TikTok. People are earning billions on TikTok. I think as at this count now, I as a person would have earned more than 7 figures in hundreds of millions. So in hundreds of millions, and it's just been 1 or 2 years, right? I don't want to raise your hopes because it's actually hard work, you know. But if you put in the work, would you get it? Yes, the answer is yes. So about coins, right? Once you show up on TikTok, you're going to see recharge. If you click on recharge, you can put your card on it. So anytime you want to buy coin, you put your card on it. There are also vendors. Who's there? Bring me the power bank. So there are also vendors, right, who could sell coin to you. They are expensive. So you can buy once you put in your card on your TikTok platform. You can buy coin enabled by you can get coin enabled by Play Store, right? You know how Play Store help you do all of those things. So for those who use those, you can buy through a vendor and then you get coin and then you're able to gift. You can also buy from TikTok platform directly, and that's the cheapest. Where's the other card? You can buy from TikTok directly. That's the cheapest. There are other cheaper ways, but I mean, you need to get on the platform, do a bit of small things to know the other things that works for you. You can change your location when you want to buy coin because some locations are cheaper than the other. And then another thing is that you can have coins that you are able to exchange and gift. Um, Didi, you realize that you received a few coins when you were done with my live stream,
Yes.
and then your own live stream as well. So those amounts, $1, $2 that you receive can be exchanged, and then you turn them into coins and then you give it out, right? Somebody asked a question about Nigeria. I receive pounds in Nigeria accounts. No, that's not what I said. I said my UK account receive pounds, but all Nigeria accounts receive dollars. Dollar is the dollar is the minimum currency. Yeah, all Nigeria accounts receive dollars, but my UK account receive pounds. If you are anywhere in Europe, you also receive it in euro. What differentiates Nigeria account? Yeah, so that's the thing about coin. Once you are gifted, the moment you're done with that life, you receive the equivalent in the currency that you fall. Please can we have this section again for proper understanding? Okay. I mean if I would have the section again, it looks like it will have to be practical sections on TikTok so that you see how we do this.
Yes.
It's just like what we did.
So what we're going to do, signature, is maybe we'll fix a day where you can go live and then take us through the practical session on TikTok, so that um, someone is asking, do you have an academy where you train people?
There's a lot of hosts on TikTok that teaches people, but a lot of them are also scam, just manipulating people. But I could do a special section for you all on my own live stream, because I also teach people on my live stream. Yeah, I teach people on my live stream because there's a lot of people who feed on a lot naivety, ignorance of fresh people who are just coming on, just like what happened to you, sir. Right. So I've been a bit popular in the places that matters on the app, particularly the live stream side of it, to now be the voice people want to hear about what is genuine and not.
Okay. Thank you very much, Signature. I hope he has covered. So we'll try and find a time with him to do the live session so that everybody can hold their TikTok and then you are following whatever he's teaching us. I want to appreciate you very much, Signature, for coming online. Thank you, thank you. I can't thank you enough. I mean, it's been a very loyal mentee, son. I really celebrate all that you do. Thank you very much. God bless you. Yeah, so let me release you because I know that you canceled some appointments to be here. Yeah, God bless
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, sir.
Please,
Thank you,
guys, let's
everyone.
appreciate him. Let's appreciate him. Let's appreciate him.
Thank you so much. Miracle, I see you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Tammy, blessings. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, guys, so you've had it. Some of us are stuck on Instagram, stuck on YouTube, stuck on Facebook. All right. I think one thing we need to now learn to do is to pick the kind of content you want to sell on various platforms. If you have been following me on LinkedIn, you will see what I'm selling on LinkedIn. You would see that I'm selling thought leadership. I'm not just selling thought, I'm bullish. I think yeah, LinkedIn is where I'm most bullish now. I am taking on the system because I am um, anti the system in the West, right? So I am sharing contrary views to what they believe and what they are teaching, especially as concerns the black, right? Black. So that's why I'm very audacious and bullish on LinkedIn. And Facebook is where I do all sorts. I joke, play, but then my Facebook is also a place where I pour my thoughts on, I respond to issues because errors can fly a lot on Facebook, so I respond. On Instagram, I shoot professional videos. Selling on Instagram, basically. I'm selling on Instagram. YouTube is like my school. All right. So, like I said, for those of you who came late, last mentoring session, I told you I will shoot a video every day this month on family strategy. Today is the 28th of August. I have shot 26 videos, 26. And the days I missed was last week, Saturday and Sunday, because I just wanted to rest. Right. And so I shoot. And the good thing is that now StreamYard can stream directly from your StreamYard account. You can now stream directly on Instagram, on Twitch, on X, on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok. You will need a key, right? I think I'm not sure if they've activated TikTok, but there's a key that you will need. You also need a key for Instagram, but you can now stream. So from one spot, right, you can stream directly. So it's something you need to. So let me see if I can show you StreamYard. Okay, so this is my StreamYard. Already, let me.
If that is the narrative,
So
that is
that
the
was my,
narrative, then when you see them, it's empathy that they elicit and not
that
pain.
was
So
my
forgive,
one of the
do for
sessions.
your sake, not theirs. Number two,
I
set new boundaries, right? You've
oops.
got to set new boundaries because
Okay, wait a minute. Just hold on. I'm trying to show you how it works. Oh no. I want to close all my. Okay, so I'll bring it back and I'll show you how these things work here. All right, so that you can go subscribe to StreamYard. If you are not on the paid version, you may have limited access. All right. So this is what your StreamYard looks like. This is what it looks like. This is it. Yeah. So you can go live stream, go directly, or you can record it ahead of time. Right? So if I want to go on live stream, I want to go live, I'll just click on live. So if I want to do a pre-recorded video, so let me show you now. If I want to do a pre-recorded video, I can do a pre-recorded video, select videos, come to my recording. I have a lot of videos I have shot. I can just click on this one. Love is not enough, how to build a 50-year marriage, right? And then select destination. This, if I want it to stream on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, X, Instagram, TikTok, right? So if I want, so let me choose, if I choose um, YouTube and Instagram, right? So it asks me for the time, so I can pick the time I want to shoot and whatever, the time I want it to go live. And so it will say, ask me to customize for each destination. If I want to schedule an announcement, which means I want to inform you people ahead of time, I can schedule when I want people to know. I can upload a thumbnail, but if I don't want that, I can just do customize for each destination. So if I say customize and go live, it won't go live. Because for Instagram, you will need a key. And that key, you will literally find it by you open your Instagram on your tab. For those of you who are Instagram on your tab, all right? So if you open Instagram on your tab, you will go to create. If you go to create, if you click on it, you will see live video. If you click on live video, it will show you this tab. So let's say you want to do how to handle a difficult marriage or something. You ask for the audience. If you put public, you click next. If you click next, you see stream key, stream URL, stream key. You click on copy, you copy the stream key, then you go back here and you put it on the stream. So if you click create live stream, it goes live, right? And then once it goes live, it would show here and then you go live here as well. That's it. So there is a whole lot now available, a whole lot of tools now available for our practice, right? And so with StreamYard, you can stream on any platform. So for those of you who want to be streaming 24 hours and all that, I don't know how they do it, but those guys are literally building studios because they are earning a lot more. So imagine while we are sleeping, you are struggling to post. You say you're a family life professional. You want to transform Africa. We want to build solid values. But then you post when you like, when you feel like, right? But these guys are now running a 24-hour station from their studio. Most likely, maybe they're even on drugs. But 12 hours, some of them 12 hours, some of them 24 hours, just because these guys want to cash out, right? But oftentimes, the worry for me is the low nature of the content that they are spewing out. So there is a lot that we can do. My recommendation will be pair yourself up. Four people can decide to go live. I mean, I wanted to do it this week, but from Monday, I will go live every day and try and do maybe an hour or two, right? So you can join me. Follow me on TikTok if you're on TikTok. I am Praise for Where. and then let's see. I can bring you on the panel. It's taught me that I can have 8 people on the panel, and we're having conversations on different issues. And while you're on the panel, the people following, I can say, "Oh, follow this person, send this person, he helped me," and what have you. Right? We have to collaborate as African professionals to grow together, but not just to grow together. Not even because of the money. That's good, but because if our voices are not out there, a new generation is coming. Very soon we will look old. We'll feel old, and there won't be, we'll just talk. Every time you talk now, the young generation, they are quick to tell you, shut up, shut up. But then we have been there before. There was a time we also used to look at people above us and we said, what rubbish are they talking? This person doesn't know what he's talking. I know better. But it doesn't always work like that. We have to understand that when it looks like you are getting old and they're no longer listening to you, you now need to reinvent yourself. Right? We can set up a court on TikTok where people bring cases to. Okay, your boyfriend has jilted you, bring the case. We'll appeal, we'll bring the boyfriend. That can be, everything is now content, right? But then we don't have the luxury of that time. So we will have to collaborate to do some of these things together. That's how these things work. I've overshot our time. Usually we'll take a 1 hour, but we've overshot the hour by 11 minutes. Does anybody have any question for me? Do you have any question? If you have any question, raise your hand or type it on the chat box. I'll respond to you. If you are listening to me and you are yet to take Family Systems Engineering Certification Program, please, the last cohort for the year starts September. I need you to join. If you are in Nigeria, listen to me. If you are in Nigeria and you are yet to do Family System Engineering Certification, maybe because you can't pay the money once, well, we have good news. There has been some level of financing with some banks that may afford you to pay either over 6 months or over 1 year, right? So if you're listening to me, you are in Nigeria, but you need to attend the webinar that starts on Saturday and Sunday. You need to attend to be able to take advantage of that, right? We're just trying to see how we can help more people, take this course, because our work is cut out, guys. If you know what they are saying about, are you even aware that out here in the West, there are people who are not even aware that Africa is a continent. They think Africa is a country. I'm telling you, it's so bad. And that's why we need to take our content out and show them that this is who we are. Africa is a continent with multiple countries, right? And so it's important. So please, if you are here to take FSC, you have that opportunity, with the bank financing, and there's another organization that's partnering with us to do the financing. You can spread your payment over 12 months or 6 months, depending on which one works best for you. So please, guys, let's do this together. And if you live in the diaspora, if you are in America or you're in Canada, I'm going to recommend you if you want to build a family out here, because now we are noticing that they are taking social services, is taking some children away from their parents. I recommend the family combo to you. PraceForwardTech.com/family combo. I think you should get this. 3 courses and 2 books. The books are shipped to you within 72 hours. If you're in South Africa, you can get it as well. Anywhere you have Amazon, it will get to you. If your country is Amazon compliant, it will get to you. 3 courses online, 2 on parenting, then 1 on how to set up your family structure in the West here, right? It's very affordable, so I'll recommend that to you. So on that note, if there is no question, anybody with a question for me, let me know. On that note, I want to appreciate you guys for showing up again. I'll see you in the month of September, which is my birthday month, by the way. I'll see you. And till then, challenge yourself to do something great in the next 1 month. Shoot content every day. Put your content. You don't even have to go live on TikTok. Shoot your video. Just post it. You can boost it. You can sponsor it. You can do a whole lot. Just push it out there. Build your community. Let them follow you. See, I'm looking at what is happening on TikTok and I'm in awe at the people you don't know. So there is the rise of new captains, new influencers. The Gay, we didn't know him 5 months ago. Today, the guy cannot even go on the road anymore because everywhere he goes, people follow him. They are literally mobbing him right now. And so new power centers are rising, but we must not sleep on this. We have a job to do, and we must save our content. If you are in North America and your church does not have a family life ministry, please reach out to me, boss me, because we have a training for churches that starts in September, how to end the diaspora as well. For churches that want to build family life ministry, reach out to me. My number is +1 817 881 7269. Right. We all need to do this together. So thank you, everyone. I love you all. And Africa will rise. Africa is rising because we are rising. We will do the job. We will make God proud and will transform the continent of Africa. And wherever Africans are found, they will know that they found competent people, they found people know what they're doing, and they found the people called of God, blessed of God, to transform humanity. Thank you very much. I love you all. Please, if you have not completed your FSC, you have not completed your assignment, I'm giving you the next 1 month to graduate, right? They know themselves. They are looking at me. They are laughing. I'm laughing at them. I give you 1 month. Don't even give me any excuses, right? I love you guys. If you are not following me on YouTube, Praise Forward Live, go follow me on YouTube. A lot of resources are there. If you have missed some sessions, go there, follow me. You can also follow iFed on YouTube as well. I love you all. Bye-bye.